Oh, you love to play. Oh, you love to play. Don't your comments won't relay. Sign this on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life, I can't see back karma. I just need some brains so I could keep myself in order.
Oh, I look crazy. Oh, that made it worse. Okay. He got problems, she got problems. Only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. Yes, it's a different setting. I am still at work and working at the same time. So we're going to try to multitask because my weekend schedule of recording was kind of thrown off. So we're going to make it do what it do. Okay. So yes, as you can see the title, this is about the Tracfone Customer Service Terror that I have endured, and I've been trying to, hint to y'all about what I was going through, right? All right, so let's be real about the situation. Customer service is needed, period. Anywhere, even on your dang on social media, customer service is needed. So how you treat the people who you interact with on your social media, if you're not responding, if you're not interacting, or if you just smart, your social media 9 times out of 10 is not going to flourish. I talk to people who I have never met before in person, and we laugh and talk like we've known each other since high school. That's customer service. How you treat people, how you respond, how you go about stuff is literally what brings people to your social media and how you react. Also your content, and if people can relate, that's all well and good. Customer service is important, period. Business, hence we just saw with Keith Lee. Customer service, integrity, character, that all comes into play when you are doing a business. All right, so let me give you a little backstory. Around 2017, I think it was like 2017, 2018, I went and got it wasn't Tracfone. I got a phone through SafeLink. This was during, they was calling it, I think they was calling it the Obama phone. I think they were still calling it the Obama phone, but this is when they was offering phones, and basically it was a free line or whatever. Like if you had Medicaid, food stamps, this was when you were able to get a free cell phone in 3 minutes, right? Okay, so during this time, like I had got laid off from the neurology practice because of the new manager that was hired. And I'm tempted to tell that story time, but that's neither here nor there right now. So yeah, so I got laid off claiming that there was no work. So I got laid off, which I lost my apartment. I had to move in with one of my cousins, and at this point I'm looking for a job. So for some people looking for a job, like some people can put stuff out there like Ty can go and apply for something, and he can go show up looking like a pure D bum and get the job quick, fast, and hurry. I show up with my resume and my business attire, and they will never call me. Crazy. Anyway, during this time, so the only time I could get food stamps, and I'm approved for food stamps, is when I am completely jobless. If I have a job, they will give me like $10 or $15. And I had this one girl say, girl, that's eggs, bread, and milk. Baby, if I have to depend on welfare for eggs, bread, and milk, I need my whoop, because I need to be getting up and be able to buy that myself. But since I am completely jobless, I qualify for like $200, $250 a month, depending on the cost of living during that time. So since I had food stamps, I qualified for the free line. And at this time, since I don't have no income really coming in, me looking for a job, I could barely keep my main phone on, which at the time was with Sprint. So excuse me. So it was like, okay, let me get this free line, which I know that's gonna be on, and I'm not really gonna be on it. I really ain't telling nobody. Like, I'm the type of person where I will skip town. Like, I will go and elope and not tell nobody. I'm that type. So when I got the line and I got the number, I ain't tell nobody. I think I told one person. And then I think a couple of months later, I ended up telling my sister, because at this time I think my mama was going through her second stint of hospice. So she needs to be able to get in contact with me. So one person had this number first. So total 2 people only had this number. Everybody else who had this number, the only reason that phone will ring, the only reason that phone will ring would be, I'm looking for a job. So told y'all I'm still at work. So yeah, that would be the only reason that's ringing. So basically I was like, bet this is going to be my business line until I get my stuff together, until I get on track. And when I find a job, then I'll make sure I'm like, my main line is consistent. But at this point, this is my business line. Nobody had my business line phone, like I said, except 2 people. So the only people who would be calling that phone when that phone rang was for me a job. Okay, so lo and behold, got the phone, and they gave me a flip phone. And I'm gonna show y'all the flip phone. I'm gonna have to edit it in, but I'm gonna show y'all the flip phone because I still got it. So remember I told y'all it was a flip phone? Not really flip, but to text. Let me see. Will it come on? Because baby, the battery is dead. I was gonna show y'all, but to text, let me see, I would have to hit 8, then I would have to hit 8-4 twice, then I would have to hit 3. Yeah, this is the phone. This is the original phone they sent me. This is the original phone. And so they gave me a flip phone. So once I got the phone in the mail, because it's free, I bust out laughing. I was like, bruh, it's free. So what can I do? So when I called, because I still had one of my old phones from Sprint, and I was like, can I use one of my old phones from Sprint? And they was like, no, it doesn't work on our network. You can only use Tracfone or SafeLink Wireless, because that's who it was through. It was through SafeLink Wireless. You can only use SafeLink Wireless phones or Tracphones. Okay, so again, once I got the phone, I'm laughing because it's like, bro, who giving out free phones? And then on the advertisement, it showed a touch screen. Of course, it wasn't that big, but it showed a touch screen. It was more up to date. But what they sent was a flip phone, And so again, I asked them, like, okay, is it possible that I can use one of my old phones from Sprint? And they was like, no, you can only use Tracphones or SafeLink Wireless, because the line was through SafeLink Wireless. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So at this time, again, I don't really have no income coming in. And at this time, the only income that I had that was supposed to be dependable was child support, which was hit or miss. So, well, lo and behold, how was I earning money? Oh, one of my homeboys owed me money. So I was like, listen, won't you get paid every week, won't you send me like $20-$25, and that'll help me out, and I'm able to maneuver and do whatever I need to do. So at first he wasn't cool with it, and he was like, yo, that's not gonna pay you back or whatever. Why is it when people owe you money, like, they come up with every excuse not to pay you back? But anyway, he would make payments here and there. So at this one particular time, he had made like $100 payment. And so a Kroger was like not too far from us. So we would walk, me and Ty would walk to Kroger. Because at this time, I ain't had no car. My car had already got repoed. So yeah, so we would walk to Kroger. So when I walked into Kroger, Tracfone has like this little booth where they have like phone. It's like 3 or 4 phones on one side, and then it's like 3 or 4 phones on the other side. So the cheapest phone was like $20. I think they had it on sale for like $19.99 if you had a Kroger card. Well, I have a Kroger card, so I was like, $20, yeah, and I can upgrade the phone. Instead of this flip phone, I'll have a touch screen, and I'll be able to text a little better and, you know, communicate. with my little yeah. I know. But whatever. Anyway, so bought the phone, called SafeLink Wireless, and was like, okay, I want to transfer this this phone number to the new phone that I bought, this Tracfone. So, because I think I tried to do it myself, but you had to call customer service for them to transfer the phone, to transfer phones, which is crazy because, you know, online with Sprint, I guess with T-Mobile too, not sure, but anyway, what one or the other, you can, you know what I'm saying, like you can go online and type in that IMEI, and switch services. It's connected, you're good service. But not with them, you had to call customer service. So I called customer service and switched up the phone. And so he was like, well, is something wrong with the other phone? And I was like, it's a flip phone. And I just bought a phone that was, you know, more modern, more up to date. And they was like, oh, okay. Well, we hope this works out for you. And I was like, well, I'm appreciative. No big deal. No, you know, I'm appreciative. We changed it over. We good. All right. So, lo and behold, like, I did, what happened? I got a job. And then with that job, I'm trying to make sure I had it correctly. I got a job, and then with that job, they was trying to send me, and I don't know what it is. It was like my first week, and they was trying to send me to a whole different building to work by myself, and I only had 1 week of training. And then I got called from a temp agency, and so for me, I was like, every week, every 2 weeks, getting paid every week, getting paid every 2 weeks. Even though I know it was contract work, and I knew that the contract was only lasting like 3 months. But getting paid every week, every 2 weeks, every week. No, wait, no. Let me back up, because I skipped the job. So the job that I got when they gave me 1 week training, I ended up getting a call from another practice, which was OBGYN, and I started working there. That schedule was Monday through Thursday. So I started working, and she was cool, no problem. Everything was cool until she started getting sick. Seems like every time you turn around, she was not coming in the office. So bills started piling up. We not making no money, so she had to let one of us go. And of course, well, actually, yeah, she had to let one of us go because it was 3 MAs, and I was the one that she let go because I was the last one that came in. So after that, that's when I went to the contract position, and the contract was paying me every week. And that contract was only lasting 3 months. So with that, I still wasn't making like enough money to be disqualified for like the free service. So I was still getting the free service, and then at this time, like I'm slowly building, and I gotta rent cars and stuff to get back and forth to work. So that's where the majority of my check was going, basically, because I was doing rentals. Shout out to Brittany. But yes, I was doing that. So once she let me go, it was like, okay, so I can either do the manager at the OBGYN, she was like, the office downstairs, I think, was dermatology, and that's where her mom worked. And she was like, they're looking for somebody. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I thought that was a blessing in disguise. But then when I talked to the manager, and the manager had, you know, had this attitude, then you was trying to cut my pay, and I was like, no. I was like, no, thank you. I'll look for something else. I don't like her tone. I don't like the way she's talking. I already had bad experiences with bad managers. And as I said before, when you had bad managers, you appreciate the good one. So, no, thank you, baby. I already sniffed you out. I already smelled you out. You got a whole little attitude, and you trying to cut my pay? No. So that's when, lo and behold, the contract came in. And when the contract came in, I was working that for 3 months, and I was getting paid every week. So that ended early, like a week early. And then I found this one. Yeah. Then the same temp agency put me onto this job. All right. So once I got to this job was increased pay. No, lying. This job was cut pay. Hold on. No, it was about the same. So it was about the same every week. So I was trying to remember what I came in with. It was about the same every week, and my manager was cool. So even like the first week, I had issues with the car. Yeah, I think it was like issues with the car or whatever. But my boss, who is my boss now, she was like, "Oh no, baby, we'll work around that." Oh, okay, cool. So I'm doing good. I'm rebuilding. I'm getting my stuff together. Even though like I'm still being thrown some hooks and stuff in my face, you know, life. But I'm still doing good. So at this time, I'm pretty sure I'm disqualified for the free service because I no longer have food stamps. I'm pretty sure I am. I was way outside of like the pay bracket of what I make a year for the family side. So it was like, okay, at this point, I need to pay for it. So of course they called me when it was time to renew. They and I put my stuff out because I tried not to like lie and shit. I try not to lie and stuff because the government come for their stuff, child. They come for you. They sneak in when you least expect it. They like, excuse me, this your social? Is this your social security number? Is this your social security number? This you? Is this you? This you? Yeah. And I ain't got time. Y'all can play with y'all social security number y'all want to. Y'all can scam, but I'm gonna leave that to y'all and I'm gonna do me. Okay? Okay. So, lo and behold, they was like, "Oh, ma'am, you no longer qualify. You can either pay for your the phone filing. You can either pay for your service or we can disconnect you." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, how much is it?" And they was like, "Okay, well, you can go online and you can choose the plan." Okay, cool. So the plan started, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 10, 15, 20. And then after a while, they removed the 10. So it was only 15, 20. So I was doing 15 for a good little minute. And then I went up to 20. 15, if I'm not mistaken, I don't even want to lie to y'all. 15 is unlimited talking text, but the gigs for the internet I think was like either 3 or 2. $20 was unlimited talking text, but your gig was like 4 gig for the internet, right? So me, it's like my main phone is on. I'm good. I'm not really gonna be using this phone. It's my business phone. So I started using that for like credit cards, bill collectors, you know, stuff like that. Like anytime I wouldn't give my main number for bills and stuff. I'm just not gonna do it. Okay, so girl, what I was saying. Okay, yeah, so I no longer qualify for the free service, so I have to pay for it. No problem. It's only $20. So, well, I was paying like the 10. Like I said, they removed the 10, so I was doing the 15. And then after, you know, I got on my feet and I'm thinking, I'm a little baller. I started paying the $20. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm paying the $20 a month, no problem. And everything's cool. Like, I would pay in advance to where just in case something happens, like, I don't have to worry about there being a balance, like the phone will be on. Just in case. Because I done been through this before. Let me get my finances in order. Let me get straight. Which is why I will bust my butt for overtime. I've been doing overtime for a minute. And it seems like every time I get overtime, every time I get the extra money, something seems to come up. Or I got to help my son with some stuff. But on the other hand, looking at it from the positive and trying to look at it from the positive, the simple fact that I can help and we all right. Anyway, yeah, so I've been paying for it for a while. I've been paying for it since I worked here. Next week will be 4 years. So I've been paying for it. Next week will be 4 years that I've been paying for the phone. Right? All right. So last month I made a payment January 8th. And this is why I told y'all when I go to the bank and I get check registers, I write everything down when stuff come out so I know when I made a payment. So, because for whatever reason, Navy Fed is not like Bank of America. Bank of America will put the date that you actually did the transaction and then the date that it actually posted. Navy Fed only puts the date that it posted, not the date that you made the transaction. So that's why I like to write stuff down. I write stuff down anyway, but I have to see it. So anyway, lo and behold, after I made the January 8th payment, I would say like a week, I noticed like my internet wasn't working. Like I wasn't getting, like every once in a while, I'll get an email notification on my business phone. Mind you, I have 2 phones. So my little SafeLink wireless Tracfone, you're my business. I barely touch you, to be honest. I check the emails maybe once every 2 days, sometimes a week later, to be totally honest. But I barely pay attention to that phone. Barely. Text messages coming through that phone is notifications from, it may be from some from photographers, inquiries of working with me, reminders from stuff that I did, as far as like, you know, when you go out and you sign up and you want reminders for like tickets or whatever, that goes to that phone. My credit card stuff, reminders go to that phone. Insurance stuff, business, not my main, not my personal, right? All right, so I noticed, I'm like, phone been kind of quiet because I really don't pay it no attention. So I goes to the phone and went to go check the email and go to the, like, when I slide it to the side, like there's the news, there's nothing there. And I'm like, wait a minute, I just paid y'all. Why would my internet be off? So I called. So when I called and I was like, yes, gave them my number. Well, when you call, of course you get the animated and it's like, representative, please. And so of course you have to go through the animated like 3-4 times before they give you a representative. But you have to say representative like 3 or 4 times before they give you an actual person. So finally get a person after waiting for a good little minute. I didn't wait long, to be totally honest. And dude comes on and dude is like, you know, thank you for calling Tracfone Wireless. How may I help you? Who I have the pleasure of speaking with. Gave you my name. Well, actually, lying. They asked for your number first. Gave you my number and then gave you my name. So, and then they verified the account and he asked, okay, well, what's the problem? And I'm like, well, I'm trying to figure out why my internet's not working because I just paid y'all. I just paid y'all on this date. So can you, you know, tell me what's going on? So it says that you're enrolled in SafeLink, the free government service. How am I enrolled in the free government service when I've been paying y'all for years now? I've been paying out of pocket for years now. So how am I enrolled when I'm paying y'all? Confused. And so he was like, well, yeah, it's not a Tracfone plan. It's a SafeLink plan. I said, right. So when I come to Tracfone and I put in my phone number to pay to add service, it directs me to SafeLink. So you're telling me that I shouldn't go to SafeLink? I should buy a Tracfone the next month? He was like, oh no, it should be fine. And I was like, right, because I haven't had problems all this time. Like it's been years that I've been paying out of pocket. And so he was like, okay, yeah, well, call them and de-enroll. And I'm like, I don't understand how I'm enrolled if I'm paying out of pocket. He was like, but hold on, ma'am. So he click-clacking on his on his computer. Then he comes back. Then he comes back and he was like, okay, your internet's fine. And I'm going to send a text message to your phone to make sure that the text message is working and that's working. I said, well, the text message was never not working. It's just the internet. I said, I'm able to call and receive calls. I'm able to get text messages. I'm just not able to get internet, which I'm not understanding. And I was like, but if you said you fixed it, okay, cool. But you claim you need to send a text message to me. Do that. So he sent the text message and he said, once you get that text message, reply 1. So I'm reading the text message and I was like, that's the goddamn survey. So the first time I hit one, he was like, okay, I'm going to send another one. And then that one, make sure you hit 2. I think 2 was like the high thing. Or like you try to make it look like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not, the customer's not giving you high marks. Like you're trying to make it look. And I was like, is this a survey? And he got caught. He was like, no, ma'am, this is what you need to make the phone, like to make sure that your phone is working. I said, this is the survey. And I was like, does your manager know that you are doing this to customers, that you're pretending like this is what you need to reconnect the phone to get high marks for your survey? And he was like, ma'am, no, this is what you need to do, like to make sure your phone is working. I said, my phone is working. I already checked it. I was like, text messages had nothing to do with the internet. And I was like, don't do this anymore. I was like, stop doing it. How many times have you done it to people? Don't do that anymore. I was like, is my phone working? Is everything complete? And so he was like, yes. And I hung up. Because you don't dictate who, when, tell me when I take the survey. If I want to take the survey, which is optional at the end of the call, that's when I decide if I want to take the survey, because your customer service has been excellent. And it's like, okay, let me give you some points from doing what you're supposed to do. And even if I don't want to, even if you did a good job and I don't want to take the survey, it's optional. But you playing it like for somebody who not paying attention, oh, I got to do this to make my phone work. So they mashing numbers and you getting high marks. No. So you, because I hung up on you, you started sending advertising text messages. This psycho started sending over 100 text messages with the same advertisement over and over and over and over. So here's where he started with the survey. And then that's where he started sending the messages. And so I text back, because since you're able to do that, you're able to see what I'm saying. So I text back and said, stop it, or I'm emailing corporate. So after that, and there it is. Email is sent to corporate. So you stopped for a little bit, and then you started sending more text messages. Stopped. So I waited until you got done, and then I called back. When I called back, it was a female who answered, and so she responded, and I was like, I know you can look into my file and look to see which customer service rep helped me before I talk to you. So what's his actual ID and what's your ID? And I need to talk to a manager. Hold on, y'all. So because now your psycho insecure mushroom smelling butt. I'm talking to your coworker, and of course your coworker, when she called out her ID, she's say your ID again. Oh, so you covering for him? I said, oh, so you're covering? She was like, no ma'am, that's my ID. I said, you're saying it so fast I can't understand you. I said, but it's all good. I'll wait for a manager. You had me on hold for good for 5 minutes. Come back and there's no managers available. You mean to tell me all y'all on the floor, or even if y'all working from home, no managers available? I said, don't worry about it. I'll just email corporate, or better yet, go to the BBB. Have a good day. So now I'm struggling going back and forth because the simple fact, your psycho tail is now, you're privy to my information. And now since your insecure tail is upset because you are stealing, I get from the survey, I guess it's really important, I assume, because even talking to Sai, he was like, if somebody leaves a survey, when he used to work at Burger King, like if they leave a bad review, then it was really like, that comes back to the store. But if you leaving a good review, they don't really pay attention to that. So you manipulating and telling people, okay, this is how, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person. I'm probably the person, one of the people who recognize, like, bro, this is your survey. I don't have to take this. And you trying to use that to say my phone works. I'm not dumb. And so what that gave me was, oh, the people you feel calling that's using SafeLink and Tracfone, and it's because it's if you had Medicaid or if you had food stamps, oh, they're dumb. They're uneducated. No, boo. A lot of people go through a lot of stuff, and me have worked at Walmart, you'll be really amazed of who had food stamps. So I was like, okay, cool. So I already went on the internet and done found a customer service CEO, manager, head, big time person, and got his email. Baby, quit playing with me. But with that, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So you know how your little spirit be inkling, your ancestors be talking to you, whoever your higher being is telling you, okay, you need to move your stuff. At this point, I get it, it's cheap, but you need to move your stuff. You need to move your stuff from there. Me being, I was like, okay, cool, I already paid for the month. I'm going to wait until the service is over. Then I'll move it. That's not what the ancestors said. They said, move your stuff. Move your stuff. So if I would have listened and moved my stuff, all of this, the part of him sending the text messages would have happened. The rest would have avoided. No, I want all my money. Listen to that inner voice. So lo and behold, excuse me, with him fixing the internet, it pushed back my renewal date, because the dates that I didn't have internet, they credit me that, so that pushed back my renew date, right? So at this point, it was February. So instead of January 8th, it was like February 8th, it was February the 11th. And I was like, okay, so around that time, let me figure out who I'm gonna go to. So I'm on the internet looking for pay-as-you-go, pretty much. I went to look for Mint Mobile, and then I'm testing my phone to see what's compatible with my phone, because I have bought, by this time, I think I bought 2 more phones for Kroger, because they had different phones for sale for $19.99. And I switched from this phone to this one. Let me see. Was this it? Yes. This one was the first phone that was $20. And I switched from this one to this one. This was $20 with your Kroger card. Then I switched to this one. This was the next one that was on sale. Then I went and got this one for $60 at Walmart. This is a Samsung. All the other ones was just Androids. Yeah, because something is the ZTE Centrine. It's Android. And the other one is the Alcatel Raven. This is the Alcatel something. This is a Samsung. So, let me get this one. This is what I'm using now. And then this last phone that I bought from Walmart. All right, y'all. It's almost time to go. We'll pick up later. Okay, conclusion. And I know y'all used to a certain aesthetic, but I'm gonna have to lean up because if I lean back, y'all can't see me. That's better. Make sure I ain't flashing y'all. Alright. Okay, I can't lean back. Hold on. That's better. Yes, that's better. Okay. Conclusion to the story time. And it's been some days. I don't think it's been a complete week yet. Some days. Anyway. Okay. If where I left off, customer service, switch phones. A couple of days later, the internet started working again. So, called again to say, I called a couple of days. I think it might have been 2 or 3 days. Called a couple of days ago. My internet wasn't working. They fixed it. What's the problem now? So, one person was like, have you updated your phone? And I was like, as far as I know, like I looked on the status, they showed me the last time it was updated, gave them the date. They was typing, oh, it says that you're enrolled with SafeLink. I'm not enrolled with SafeLink. I was like, the phone I originally got was SafeLink, but I have been paying for the phone, like monthly plan for years. I'm paying the monthly plan for years. What are you talking about? Like with this stuff. So it was like, oh no, you're enrolled. You can clearly see how long I've been paying for the phone. Can you fix the internet? Because he just fixed the internet. I just bought another monthly plan. Can you fix the internet? So before I called, I looked to see how much of the internet that I used, right? So when you hit that's great. All right. So when you hit 611, I mean when you when you text 611 help, it gives you a menu. Can y'all see that? I don't think y'all can see that. Oh wait, there we go. Text help, it gives you a menu. So I want to come back. That's crazy. I ain't never seen my phone do that. I wanted to find out the usage because I was like, I know I'm not using the phone because most of the time the phone is literally clearly right there. It literally sits right there. So I text help and it gave me the balance. How did I have 99,946 text messages? when I purchased the plan January 8th. This was January 15th. How? But no internet. How? And I remember, I told you, like, they had credited me the days that the internet didn't work, so it kind of pushed the plan renewal day back, so it ends February 16th. But how did I get 99,946 text messages? So that's what I told the customer service rep. I was like, something is really wrong, because how do I have 99,946 text messages, and I just bought it? I just bought the plan on January 8th. Y'all just extended it because the internet was off. So how I just bought the plan January 8th, I don't have no internet, but I have 99,946 text messages. So this customer service rep was like, let me transfer you to SafeLink Wireless. Transfer me to SafeLink Wireless. After you done did your little update, they clickety clacking and clickety clacking, clickety clacking, clickety clacking, and was like, okay, do you have another phone you could call from? Because you're gonna have to turn that phone off, take out the SIM card, then put the SIM card back in and restart the phone. Okay. Pull the SIM card out, put the SIM card back in, restart the phone. Internet doesn't work. Maybe it's the phone. It's not the phone, because I'm getting text messages. It's just the internet's not working. So they was like, well, give it, I think they said like 20 minutes. Give it 20 minutes, and then if it doesn't work, call us back. Hung up, gave it 20 minutes, restarted the phone, called them back. This time, some girl was clickety clackety, clickety clackety, clickety clacking, and I don't know what she did, but she got the internet working. Told her about the text messages. I don't know what she did, but she got it working. After going through 2 to 3 reps with the first call, this one girl got it working. Cool. A couple of days later, internet stops working again. Call back. Why is my internet not working? I done had 3, 4, 5 people get through this to get the internet working, and now all of a sudden the internet is not working. So this lady says, ma'am, we've already refilled. Well, first thing she said was, well, you're enrolled in SafeLink. I'm not enrolled in SafeLink. I have been paying for the service for years now. Checking the account, come back. Well, ma'am, you've used all the internet service. We replaced it. You just used all the internet service. I don't touch the phone. Well, the phone is using internet even when you're not touching it. So when the phone is just laying there, I'm not touching it, it's using internet service. Yes. We're not replacing. We've already replaced your internet. You used it all for the month. We're not replacing it. So at this point, I'm over it. So you sent a survey on January 15th. January 15th. You sent a survey because I am going from January. Yeah. Paid on the A. So from January 10th, they said, to January 15th, I'm going back and forth. So you sent the survey, and I stated I gave you bad views. And so they was like, please tell us why you feel this way. And I was like, I have chatted and spoke in person. Still, my service wasn't fixed. Hopefully, after a restart, you have fixed the issue, and I have never had this many problems before. So that was January 15th. Still having problems. I'm calling repeatedly, and I'm checking the text messages so we can get to the gist of the gist and then get on with the story. Okay, so January 18th, the phone was quiet again, and I was like, because at this point, after you know told me like you the phone, without me touching the phone, it uses the internet, I was over it. And I had already had, like I said before, my ancestors was already saying, you need to find you another phone service, because with Psychomania sending all the text messages and having access to my information, clearly they don't care who they hire. So you need to remove, like, you find another home for your business phone. So at this point, I'm kind of waiting it out, because it was like, basically, I'm just gonna wait it out until the service ends, and then I'm gonna transfer my services to another carrier, because I've already paid for it. So my unlimited text, my unlimited talk, I'm gonna use that out until my service end date, which was February 16th, I think. Make sure I gave y'all the right date. Oh Lord, I got so many passwords. Yes, February 16th was the end date. So I'm waiting till February 16th, because I want to make sure I'm getting all my money's worth. You already skimp out on my internet. At least let me get my unlimited talk and text until the end of the service date. February 6th. Like I said, the phone was quiet. February 6th, I'm sitting at work, and I was like, dang, the phone quiet. I ain't got no text messages. Like I said, with this phone, it's business reminders. I constantly get text messages from this one place that send information about shows that they're gonna have, their upcoming shows they're gonna have. So that text message that text message constantly comes in, and I haven't received one. And I was like, that's odd. They haven't sent like any upcoming shows. That's weird. That's suspicious. So I go to the phone, and I use my main phone and text it, and it don't come through. Go to the other phone, tried to call, picked it up, tried to call my main phone, and the voice come on and says your service has been deactivated. Say what now? Wait a minute. So I'm looking at the date. The date is February 6th. So I hit 611 help. That still works. It comes up, check usage, shows me my plan, service end date February 16th. February 6th is the date. Okay, y'all see my in-service date, right? See my in-service date? What's today's date? Right? Okay, because of the time, I'm gonna have to wait to call customer service. But at this moment, I'm baffled because I'm like, okay, even if you went with my original when I paid on January 8th and you wanted to end on February 8th, it's February 6th, so my service should still be on. You pushed the date back to February 16th, my service should still be on. Like, why is my service deactivated? I called from my main phone again to make sure I'm hearing the message correctly, and the message said your service is deactivated. Alright, so waited, of course, until customer service opens. I called customer service. Lady answers the phone, asks for the phone number, because that's what they do after you go through automated, and you have to tell the automated that you want a representative 3 times before they actually click you over to an actual live person. Get the lady, she get my phone number, and she says, oh yes, you no longer qualify for the free service, so they deactivated your account. I said, excuse me? She said, yes, you no longer qualify for the free service, so they deactivated your account. I said, I've been paying for the service for years. I haven't had anything free for years. So how are they able to deactivate my service when I am paying for it? Yes, but you no longer qualify for the free service, so they deactivated it. But if you buy a Tracfone plan, we'll add your remaining service to the Tracfone plan. Yep, you heard that bullshit. You heard it. I said, so let me get this straight. You deactivated you deactivated the service that I've already paid for because I no longer qualify for the free service, even though I'm not getting free service. You deactivated my number, and now you want me to spend more money and buy a different plan with a different carrier, and the same minutes that I paid for previous that you deactivated me for the free service, you're going to add that on to the new plan with a different carrier. And she sat there for a minute, and then she said, yes ma'am, it's not a Tracfone plan, it's a SafeLink wireless plan. So once you buy a Tracfone plan, we'll add the remaining of the SafeLink wireless plan to the Tracfone plan, because you no longer qualify for the free service. I said, if you say qualify for the free service one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I said, because I've been paying for my service for 3 years. I'm sorry ma'am, the only thing I can do is offer you a Tracfone plan. I said, I just want to know, do I still have the number? Do I have access to the number? Yes ma'am. Okay, so what's the process of me going to another carrier and using that number? Because I want to keep the number, so I've had the number since 2017. She said, hold on, let me see if I can give you the transfer pin, because you have to have a pin number to transfer the number. Ma'am, I can't give you the pin number. You're gonna have to call a whole different department to get the number so I can transfer you. That's fine. So you transfer me to that customer service department. Another lady picks up the phone. Once she picks up the phone, I go through the whole spiel, my number, my name. This is what's going on. I just need the PIN number so I can transfer my phone to a different carrier. Once I said that, She says, hello, hello. Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, since I can't hear you, I'm gonna disconnect the line. Like, she literally started talking that fast. So I said, hello, hello. She literally was like, I'm gonna disconnect the line, and so when you call back when you are able to, because I said I was gonna transfer my service. Hello, hello. You acting like you can't hear me. This started pressing buttons, and I have that on video because I know y'all wasn't gonna believe me. I actually have it on video with her pressing buttons like she can't hear me. She do pressing buttons, and I'm talking because Ty can also hear her pressing buttons, and he looking at me like, what's going on? And I was like, this is a customer service rep pressing buttons and acting like she can't hear me because I told them I want to transfer my number from the company. But once I mentioned my 23,000 TikTok followers would love to hear this story, that's when she said, oh, hello. Then she hung up. So this is a customer service rep constantly mashing buttons because I'm trying to transfer my phone number from Tracfone to another service provider. Then she hung up. So I took a breather because at this point I truly believe that you're trying to take me out of character. I'm already feel like I'm being punked in the first place from the beginning because I have never had these problems with these people. I promise you, it's been smooth. I just pay my little $20 online and go about my business. They don't bother me, I don't bother them. It's been fine. I started having all these problems after I hung up on that dude who wanted me to give him high marks on the survey, an optional survey. So I called back after I took a breather. I got a different lady. Told the lady, listen, I just need the PIN number so I can transfer my phone number to another carrier. She tried to, well, is there anything that Tracfone can do? Is there anything that we can convince you to stay? No, thank you. I've had enough. Today was definitely the last straw. She looked through the account. She's like, ma'am, I have to transfer you so you can get this PIN. That's fine. She transferred me, and this time a man answers. He looks over the account. He was like, okay, let me verify and validate your account, which all of them did in previous. They send you a text message after they get your number to verify it's your account and verify it's your phone. Yada yada yada. He verified the account, verified the phone, then stated, okay, I'm going to upgrade the phone, basically do updates. I'm gonna update the phone, and this PIN is only valid for 7 days, and you give this directly to the other carrier. You finally sent the PIN number per text message. Only thing I need, and I was like, do I need an account number? He's like, nope. Only thing you need is your IMEI. You use that as your account number. You should the phone should transfer automatically. Thank you. He said the PIN was only good for 7 days. But sent the PIN. I automatically started looking again. So Mint Mobile, I knew Mint Mobile had to send me my SIM card through the mail. I couldn't go pick that up. Mint Mobile is $15 a month, but for new customers you had to pay for 3 months in advance, which was like $45. That didn't make sense to me because I've been paying $20 a month. So I'm trying to keep it to $20 a month. Looked online. Straight Talk started off at $35. Going to store. The Walmart that was closest to me, they said they had a plan that started at $25. That was closest to $20, but according to the person in electronics and the Walmart that's closest to me, he said you have to go to like the main straight talk store. You know how like Metro, you have to go to like a Metro store to get certain things done and not like the outside retailers? Well, this person was like, yeah, we can sell you the SIM card, but for them to like connect the SIM card, make it active or whatever, they can't do that in the store. Okay. Went to Metro. Metro was like, oh, you're gonna have to buy a phone. So I had to buy a Metro phone. Then their line started at $50 a month. So that's $35, $45, $50. Looked up T-Mobile. T-Mobile pay as you go was $35 a month. To add the phone to my lines that I already got, because I have a line and then Ty is on my plan, so it's 2 lines on my account already. To add the line to bring a phone to that was $40 a month. I was like, at this point, I might as well just add the phone instead of doing pay as you go. Pay as you go was $35. I might as well add the damn phone and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited internet. Oh. For $5 more. Anyway. And then I was like, and that way I can go pick up my SIM card and not wait for it to be mailed to me. So before I went online, T-Mobile was like, make sure you check with the store that they actually have like SIM cards. And I was like, why wouldn't they have SIM cards? But things have changed. It's not the same. They do operate a little bit different from Sprint, so I wanted to make sure. So I called and I was like, do y'all have SIM cards there? Because I'm bringing my own phone and I just want to switch it over from one carrier to the next. Get there, and the dude who I talked to, you could tell he was in training. Get there, she was like, we need an account number. And I was like, according to the dude, the only thing y'all need is my IMEI and this PIN. He put the IMEI in, he put the PIN in. According to T-Mobile, phone transferred successfully. So according to the lady, she was like, it takes 24 hours to complete it. She said, but sometimes it's quicker than that. I got a text message that the phone had automatically transferred, like the number was transferred successfully within literally like 30 minutes. But I ain't got no service. So I was like, well, maybe it takes 24 hours, so I'm gonna chill. 24 hours go by, I still ain't got no service, but according to T-Mobile, the transfer was done successfully. It was done, so I should have service. So I called T-Mobile and I was like, okay, I checked before I came in to make sure that my phone was compatible. I did check that, and I was like, but I still don't have service. And so she was like, is it a T-Mobile phone? What type of phone is it? Who was the carrier before? And I was like, Tracfone. She said, oh, you're gonna have to call Tracfone to get them to unlock the phone. They have to unlock the phone so you'll be able to use it. She said, so she's like, your service is active. Your service has been active since yesterday. You just need to get them to unlock the phone. Once they unlock the phone, your service should work. So I go on the internet and I'm looking up how much it costs to unlock the phone. Some people saying they had to pay $100. Some people say they had to pay $300. And I was like, ain't no mother, I'm not paying $300 or $100 more to unlock a phone, and I only paid $60 for the phone. So I'm looking online, looking on YouTube, trying to figure out if I can find my way, cheat my way through it. Broke down, called Tracfone, and was like, okay, I need the codes to unlock the phone. So she was like, okay. She asked for my number, verified the account, sent some kind of request. She sent the request, and she was like, oh, congratulations, you get to unlock your phone. She was like, so I'm gonna send you the email with the codes to unlock your phone. Bet. She sent me the codes per email that was associated with my account, and I unlocked the phone, right? Well, to unlock the phone, hung up with her, look at the codes, put the codes in, put the codes in, put the codes in. not working. So they had a 1-800 number on there saying if the codes are not working, call this number, the unlock department. Call the unlock department. Dude, he called himself walking me through it. I was like, you need the ticket number? He was like, no, I can pull it from your number. Pulled it from my number. And he was like, this is the codes. You reading the codes to me. I said, it's still saying unsuccessful. So what he did was, like, you have, when you're unlocking the phone, they give you one code. You put that in. And then it's another code. You put in another code. And it's supposed to unlock your phone. So the second code, how they had it in the email, is one code and then it's two. He used the second code. He was like, put that in first, and the first code, put that in second. They had the codes backwards. Once we reversed the codes, it unlocked the phone. He was like, okay, you're unlocked. I said, okay, thank you. Restart my phone, put in a new SIM card, officially T-Mobile. Customer service matters. I'm not telling y'all not to go to Tracfone. I'm not telling y'all that y'all would have the same bad service. All I'm saying is, this was my story. And I need counseling. All because of one customer service rep, I started having problems. One. And truth be told, clearly, when my ancestors was talking to me, it was like, and basically was telling me, you need to move your service, I should have moved in. But no, I was still trying to recoup my money, and they cut my phone off before I can even recoup all my money. So that is the story time of my Tracfone Customer Service Terror. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life. I'll see you in the next one. After this story time, please take the survey.